It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they've been playing terrific basketball to start the season. They're showing all the signs they'll be able to keep that momentum going, too, looking more and more confident each time out. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shack was created.
It's a lovely night here in Chicago as we see an aerial view of Grant Park, Millennium Park, and gorgeous downtown Chicago. The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Just a single game at home. He's checked in for Gibson. And it's Chalmers in for Quincy Pondexter. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Freak subbed in for Smith. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Freak, and it's Fry in at the center. Shot clock at 5. James dishes to Freak. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Butler, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Butler's got his first points of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now here's Irving. He had 10 points in the win against Boston.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Rose kicks it to Noah. The 19-foot shot. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Joakim Noah. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for them. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Joakim Noah. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Derrick Rose. Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Irving. Shumpert against Butler. Baseline J on the way. Shumpert with some nice D.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Fry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. Butler sets a screen for Chalmers. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Let's take a look at the numbers for LeBron James. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 23 points per, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
He dishes it to Dellavedova. There's the pick. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Chalmers with it. 9-point game his last outing. The 11-footer. And it's Freak with the rebound. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Utah Jazz.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big time.
What a shot!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Newton, he's in at shooting guard. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the three. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Mirotic. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Cleveland leading by 11. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics wasn't happy with how he played. He ended with 7 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. Even though it's still early on in the season, the drop in his output has been a bit startling. And when asked about it after the game, he responded with, "Hey, I'm still getting going. Just means I'm saving more for later." Kevin, let's see if he delivers.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
The shot is off. Great D that time from Gibson. Inside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Good. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Butler, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Chalmers in for Derrick Rose. Now, here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. Pass to Noah. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Newton. Rebound by Mario Chalmers.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
LeBron passes to Franz. Stolen by Noah. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Chalmers. And there's the pass to Portis. And here is Chalmers. 4 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Mirotic's shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him.
They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And so we wrap up the first half. Cavaliers ahead.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you are...
All right, guys, focus on me.
And we welcome you back to Chicago, going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Garrett Temple has checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Chalmers in for Rose. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Iman Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And Freak subbed in for Smith. They've got Garrett Temple. Jimmy Butler is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Mirotic. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. They set the screen. And Shumpert kicks to Frye. It's good from long range. Frye's got 8 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Chalmers passes to Portis. Butler goes in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 12 points for him.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Bulls trail by 17. Now Chalmers. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Irving dishes to Freak. And Frye kicks to Shumpert. He feeds it to Freak. Passes it to Love. Butler with the steal. He kicks it to Chalmers. There's the screen. Portis, the pass to Butler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a great game tonight for Butler. 12 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Dellavedova's checked in. Good on both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Love with the screen on Butler. Dellavedova. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. And he connects with the jumper. 16 points for Love.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here is Mirotic. And here's Chalmers from the arc. No good on that last second attempt there. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bulls trail by 15. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland. Newton in a 2-guard. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Smith is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. LeBron dishes to Freak. Smith left side. LeBron outside. Freak with it. 5 on the clock. There's a good screen. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Irving's checked in for Freak. So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Rose.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Love. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And so Butler nails both of them.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Dellavedova kicks to Freak. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Bulls. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Knocked loose. Here's Chalmers. Here's Mirotic. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Feeds it to Chalmers. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Dellavedova, the pass to Newton. Can't connect. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Kevin, you...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Kevin Love. His veteran leadership was the key factor in this game. His years of experience paid off in a big... And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.